can we expect from this car?
Let me first tell you about the EV6. EV6, you would know that it was a European car of the year. And this comes with a 77.4 kilowatt battery, and the range is 528 kilometers, which probably would be the best in India when we launch this car. When you look at the design of this vehicle, it has a tiger nose face, which is digital tiger nose face, and also the LED DRLs, and it has an adaptive beam as well.
Yeah.
So it will be on high beam all the time, and when any vehicle is coming from the front, it will dip automatically.
Yeah.
And when you look at the length, it is almost 4.7 meters, 19 inches alloys. And I think loads of, loaded with a lot of features, like it has 10 ADAS features, comes with 8 airbags, and it has two 12.3 inch screen, one for the instrument cluster and another one for the navigation and the touch screen.
Yeah.
And the leatherite that we are using in this is basically made from the recycled material. So we are also taking care of making sure that it is sustainable. And when you look at, it has a charging point at the back, and it can charge vehicle to vehicle, and it can also charge another. For example, if you look at the screen here, it is actually being charged by the EV6. And it has a power tailgate as well. So these are some of the things which we are coming in EV6.
So do you think that the Indian market is now actually ready for electrics, and buyers do consider electrics when they are going to buy a new car?
I won't say the puzzle is fully solved at this point in time, but yes, people are moving towards it. If you see, my estimate is this year the market should at least be more than 1%. It was about 0.2 or 0.3 last year. I think this year electric vehicles will definitely cross 1%. It could reach up to 1.5% of the overall market. See, there were three big challenges when it came to electric vehicles. The first one was acquisition cost. The second one was charging infrastructure, and third was driving range. I think with the driving range improving, for example, we are talking about 528 kilometers for a single charge, which is very significant. You can even go from Delhi to Jaipur and actually come back, which people usually don't do it. But and if you are staying overnight, you can actually nobody drives more than 400 to 500 kilometers in a day. So if you have a charging point, you don't need while it will make life easier if you have every 40-50 kilometers charging infrastructure, but with this kind of range, the range anxiety would be taken care of, and it would actually not need that kind of infra which we were talking about. The only thing probably which will get solved further, will enhance the adoption of EVs is once the acquisition cost comes down. I think the battery costs were expected to come down, but with the recent global disturbance, they have not come down to the level what people were expecting. So I think once these things are solved further, I think it will only improve from here.
Do we have sufficient charging infrastructure right now? And as a buyer, should we feel confident about buying an EV and not worry about where to charge it? Because in a conventional petrol or diesel, we know there are fuel pumps. You can just go and get your tank refueled. But in this case, it's still a challenge.
So if you see the scenario today, yes, I would say that it is a challenge. But the kind of projections we are getting from the government, from some of the private players, I think they have big plans, and the plans are to ramp up the infrastructure going forward. So I think all the things probably are coming together at the same time. More number of car launches, the charging infrastructure, and increase in range. So I think all three put together, I feel that they're moving in the right direction.
How much do you expect this market to go to by the year, say 2030, by the end of this decade, in terms of numbers, and what percentage of will it be of the total car market?
So right now the estimate is by 2025 the market would be about 4 million, and by 2030 it is expected to touch about 6 million units.
Total market.
And EV could be anywhere between 20 to 30%. So if it is a 6 million market with 30%, it could be 1.8 million, and or anywhere between 1.2 to 1.8 million is what it is expected to be. But these are the numbers which are being projected right now.